Hi guys, welcome back to Black Connect. Hope you guys' week has been very well.
Yes.
Yeah. Mel, what about yours? Your week?
It's been okay, it's been good. It's been good. Just the usual. I usually like find something to do on a Saturday. Like go out, go to town, like shopping during the day. It's always good to get out. And then Sunday church. And then just chilling and taking it easy. Well, trying to. Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah. To be honest, just take it easy on the weekend. Didn't do too much during the week, obviously, work and all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Yeah.
So I say let's just get into it.
Okay.
There's a lot that has happened in the last last couple of days. Yeah, I would say last couple of days.
Yeah.
To a week now. And so we're just gonna come here and talk about it with you guys.
Yeah.
First things first. The whole Madeline and Central Cee and Ice Spice love
Kenza.
triangle. Oh, square
Yeah, there's another influencer, I don't know her name, but I can't remember her name. But
as well.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
So
I didn't keep up with that part then.
Yeah, so basically, I think it's mainly Kenza that started to actually expose what he's actually doing in terms of marketing. So she's basically saying his label uses women to market his brand. That's all he profits off, basically. And obviously there was a period when he had the Obsessed With You music video, and I think it wasn't Me and You, was it? I can't remember the other music video, but Commitment Issues, yes, with Kenza. And then she had the vlog with him too when they went to Paris.
Yeah.
And that got like 2.5 mil views. And then obviously his video has millions of views. So she was basically saying like even his manager tried to get them to sleep together and stuff like that. Come on, girl, y'all slept together. It's okay. But she's basically saying like they were just friends, and she knew him when they were younger, like growing up, kind of thing. Like they're just friends. They've just been friends, and she's basically saying that they kind of extorted her, and they've just been doing that with girls in the industry, different influencers. And she started saying this when Ice Spice started coming into the promotion with Central Cee for this other new song that they both have. So that's Kenza's part. And Madeline's part was the first part that came out, where she had a 5-part series. She's basically saying like he'd ask her like, oh, is it okay, are you okay with me doing this and that? Example, one of them was, are you okay with me sending out a car for a girl just for marketing? And then she was like, yeah, sure. And then apparently it was his own car. And I don't know the influencer, but I don't know what the reason was for that. And then it's like just more and more piling on. With the Ice Spice stuff, she said she didn't know what was happening. And then this all ran into her birthday. So it was Mads' birthday, and she basically was going to spend it alone, but then her friends showed up for her, and she was posting TikToks of that too, like of her friends dressing up in like monkey costumes and stuff. It was basically like not an inside joke, but the plan for her actual birthday was to do something got to do with animals, and she couldn't do it. She didn't want to do it. She was just really down and stuff. And then just a lot happened, and there's just a lot. But everyone is saying they think the whole thing is from PR. For
like the whole thing,
everyone's PR, not just Central Cee now, like with all these girls, Mads and Kenza putting out videos.
Yeah, because why didn't this Kenza girl speak about this ages ago?
Yeah.
She's been hasn't been seen with Central Cee for like a long time.
Yeah.
So why is she talking about it now?
Yeah.
Just seems a bit sus.
Yeah.
Madeline, is it Madeline? Yeah.
Yeah.
She just seems unhinged to me, to be honest. Seems like something that she would do. I remember, like, to be honest with you, I'm not really the biggest fan of her anyway.
Yeah.
I remember I saw this thing where she said that, like, she wanted to go live in a sundown town, and then a bunch of people were like correcting her, saying that, like, oh, do you even know what a sundown town is that you want to go live in it? And she was like basically laughing, saying like, oh shoot, like, if I knew what it was, I would think. But like, she's kind of making a mockery of it.
Yeah, not just so unserious.
Yeah, very unserious about it. So didn't like that. And then all her fans that are on her side, all like really kind of like racially abusing Ice Spice as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're not really calling her the nicest of things racially. And just because, you know. And the thing is, my take on it is just like, if this is a PR stunt but it's only Central Cee that knows, then that's weird. Like, how far would you go just for, you know, a bit of views and a bit of money? Like, it's a bit twisted.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, sometimes you have to do certain things to promote music, promote this. I get it. It's the life we live. Just like how people will put out clickbaited videos.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta feed the family.
Yeah.
But can't be messing with people's lives, you know, just to get a bit of views. You're already like one of the top grime rappers in the UK, like, if not one of the biggest now.
Yeah.
That everybody knows you. Why do you need to be doing PR stunts anymore? Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when you get to a certain level, that should be beneath you.
Yeah.
That's just me anyway.
I think with the PR and stuff, just working in marketing, I know that he's trying to do, like, it's obvious, but it's gonna get people talking, especially on social media, especially using people like Ice Spice, who has blown up because of social media, and then again, people not knowing what his relationship status actually is, that also gets people talking. In terms of Madeline, she also, I believe she's known because she does podcasts.
Is it? I mean, I guess for me, I personally knew her just because of Central Cee. I didn't even know she was a podcast host.
I didn't know either until Central Cee, and then people started to find out wanted to know about her. What did she actually do? So I get what he's doing, and at the end of the day, look, that's what it's making him money, and he obviously doesn't give a heck about these girls. He doesn't give a heck about these women. So he's just literally moving whatever his team are saying he's doing. He's a puppet. So I hear it, but Madeline, like, she looks crazy. She's looking crazy right now, because unfortunately, like, this is what you signed up for. If you're gonna get with someone in the industry, just know, like, it's gonna, just don't be fazed, don't be surprised. Like, the maddest things will pop up out of nowhere. Yeah, that's probably why it got to the point where he didn't even feel the need to tell her or ask her or go through her, or is it okay if I do this, is it okay if I do that. He's gonna have to do it anyways if he wants that P, like, he wants the money to come in. He's gonna do it anyways. It's just what comes with being with anyone in the industry. Yeah, I think, like, to be honest, it's just very tacky behavior. Like, you're not gonna see Chris Hemsworth. I know these are actors, but like, these are big actors, and I feel like Central Cee is a big rapper now. You're saying his ghetto.
It is a bit like, what are you doing? You really don't need to be doing all of that just for, like I said, a few more views and everything. People are watching your stuff anyway. People are clicking on your music is good. Yeah. So go based off of that. Yeah. You know, it's not like your shit.
Yeah. And Yeah, I mean, in terms of cancer, yeah, like, bro, you're looking crazier. What happened? Like, the thing is, she had, like, everyone was asking her a couple of years ago when people started to notice that, like stuff started to shift off a bit. It seemed like she had this underlying anger or animosity towards Central Cee, but she wasn't saying anything on purpose, and she was purposely trying to keep it like to herself. And then when Central Cee got back with Mads back then, she was, and people were asking her like, oh, like, well, people were referring to them as like that they were together, and then she was like, we were never together, but she seemed to have been saying it in like, yeah, we're never together, don't ask me, and I'm not gonna say anything else, that's it. I think it's looking a bit strange that you're coming out now and saying it.
Yeah.
And you're saying all of this. Now you're literally saying that his whole brand extorts women. Yeah. You're saying it now. It's like, why are you saying it now that he's doing this promo with Ice Spice, and then that Mads came out saying this and that? Come on, like, you could have said it before. It's a bit sauce.
It is a bit sauce.
Yeah. In
my opinion, it is. I'd even get through her whole life, you know. Yeah. To be honest with you, she's probably just wanting to get in a bit of the action, you know, become relevant again. Because I personally, this could just be me. I don't know what she does.
She's a model, but she's an influencer. Again, like with the women that they use. Let me say the women that they use in this branding, in this campaign, this marketing scheme, they're all influencers. Like, I'm sure, yeah, okay, him and Mads are together. I don't know, but she's also seen as an influencer now. Like, yeah, she has her niche. So I think it's easier to use them and then to drop them, because they won't want to say anything, because Central Cee is the one that is gonna make their name bigger. It's gonna make them recognizable. So I feel like that's why they're not gonna say anything. But now Kenza is trying to talk now, and I feel like that's why now she's kind of getting a bit of backlash for it. Because, like, why are you talking now though? And she knows she kept it quiet as well, because she knew if she speaks and then it all dies down, like, then she's irrelevant. Yeah. But now you want to speak in the height of everything going on, because now you're like, okay, this will boost her back up because she has receipts, quote unquote receipts, like. So I don't know, it's a bit weird.
Most definitely. Anyway, speaking of exes, we have the musician Ayanna. Is that Ayanna? Is that how you pronounce it? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But she was participating in the TikTok challenge, where you basically are, I don't know, kind of like the trend is like you nonchalantly are like repeating what your ex said in a voice message notes, while also looking like you don't care in a way. I don't even know what the trend is. Crazy. Really, I've seen, because of her one, I saw a few other ones actually, and I didn't even know it was a whole trend. I just thought she was just doing that just to expose this one guy. But anyway, it's a whole thing. Her person, his voice note was a bit mad. Now, I think either she blocked him and he was like not having any of it, and he was like, oh, you did all of this because I kissed a girl. Now imagine if I actually slept with the girl. Like, you're just basically gaslighting her, narcissistic behavior, because she didn't want to be disrespected any longer. And then it just takes me to like how men are actually so good at doing that, because he's trying to convince her that it's not that deep. I only kissed a girl. Like, I didn't have any feelings for her and all that stuff. So then why'd you do it? why did you risk your relationship for a whole kiss if it was never that deep? Why did you do it?
Yeah.
And I find it quite weird when now the girl doesn't want anything to do with you. You are now getting verbally abusive towards that woman.
Yeah.
And it just never makes sense to me. Like, you guys, the ego men have sometimes is crazy. They don't want to be disrespected, but going around disrespecting anyone and everyone they can. And when that person says, hold on a minute, I'm not going to be disrespected any longer, they flip out. And it, for what?
That's, yeah. And that actually shows his actual character now.
Exactly. I mean,
like,
before the kiss showed his character, but like this.
Yeah. Like, it's not even, that happened literally because he cheated on her. He cheated on her. Like, he lips to another girl.
Yeah.
And he's making it out like lip-syncing someone else is not cheating.
Which is what?
Bro, it's beyond disrespecting. It's beyond. You cheat, like, straight up, you cheat on her. No, you're actually gaslighting her.
Yeah.
Because she's upset with you. Instead of you apologizing, saying, oh, like, oh, my girlfriend, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, actually trying to mend it.
Yeah.
You're just gaslighting her, making her seem like she's the one that's crazy for
Yeah.
you cheating, because you cheated. So you thought that you could cheat with no consequences, nothing happened after that. Like, you'll still have your girl, you can still go out and lips this girl, probably actually did bang the girl anyways, but then you can come home, you can have your cake and eat it, basically.
I never understood that statement.
Did you never understood it? Why?
I don't get it. Like, the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying what he did, but I never understood that statement. How are you telling me, like, you can't have a cake and eat it too? What the hell did I buy cake for then?
Oh my gosh. Basically,
Doesn't make sense to me.
Basically, the girlfriend is the cake. And now, like, you have the cake, you know, it looks all pretty, you know, and stuff.
You don't even know what it means.
I do.
You're lying. Because everyone,
I
feel like everyone just says it.
No, and then he goes out, and then he eats it too. Yams it.
I feel we need to come up with something else. Because if you get cake, you're gonna eat the cake. What do you mean? You can't have your cake and eat it too, huh?
Okay, what's a better statement?
You can't have 2 pieces of cake because you're gonna get fat. You have 1 slice of cake and that's it.
Gluttony.
Gluttonous.
Yeah.
I think that's what it should be. You can't have 2 slices of cake. You can only have 1 slice of cake.
You have to have 2.
You know what? Honestly, to be honest with you, just we need to take away the whole cake aspect of it. Because, like, to be honest with you, I know bare people that can probably finish half a cake or something.
So what should we replace the food?
Yeah, you just put it into something else, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I'll come up with something and then I'll put it on our Instagram. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up with a new saying, and everyone should latch onto it, and I'm gonna trademark it, and then and that's what we're all gonna be saying instead of you can't have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, because really and truly that makes no sense to me.
You know when you
what?
I was trying to explain it.
Oh no, you know what? Go on, try and explain to me, then try and convince me that it makes some sense.
To have one's cake.
Yeah.
So you have the cake over here. This is the cake. I have it. I'm already holding it like this, you know? And now I'm trying to eat it too.
Exactly. What?
I already have it like this.
You have this is the cake. This is a piece of cake. You buy your birthday cake. Okay. or somebody else buys you a birthday cake, whatever. You have a birthday cake. Someone cuts you a slice of cake. You mean to tell me you're going to stare at that cake? That's it. You're not going to eat the cake. What, cup of tea? I know you, Melanie. You're going to eat that cup of...
So you have your cake.
You're going to eat the cake and have that cup of tea.
So then the culture say you can't have your cake and drink the cup of tea too.
But cake goes so well with tea. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, to be honest with you, I know there's a lot of people that are going to take my side on this, that it doesn't... Is it a euphemism? Is that what they call it? Or a metaphor? One of them. Doesn't make sense.
I'm just trying to defend it because it's just been there, so...
Or idiom. I think it's called an idiom. There's so many... Oh, jeez. My words are getting mixed up. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But anyway, back to what you were saying. I just think men and how they go around, if their ego is bruised, I don't know why they become such
women.
Not even, they become monsters.
Yeah.
Like, they become absolute dinosaurs just because now, literally, because they're always roaring at you. You know, anytime, so especially when these types of men, obviously, I'm not talking about all men. This is, to be honest with you, if you fit into this category, that's just when you're going to get angry. If you don't fit into the category, you should not be getting angry. That's just why we say men. We don't need to be saying some men or, you know, men.
If the shoe fits,
then
wear it.
Cinderella. That was our first episode title. Anyway, what was I saying again? Yeah. I don't understand why when you feel like you're challenged or something like that, you just become unhinged and become a roaring lunatic. For what? Because someone said they didn't want to be disrespected by you any longer. Come on, give it over.
No decorum, no self-control.
Exactly. Imagine that was your daughter. Now, I think that's what people need to start putting into
the equation.
Yes, exactly. Imagine, take this now. Imagine that was your kid and someone cheated on your daughter, whether it be a kiss, slept with, flirting, whatever it was. So just the level of disrespect was there.
What would you tell your daughter to do?
Are you going to tell your daughter to go back to him? No, you won't. I can imagine you're already going to have your bat ready, going to the guy's house to go and beat him up.
Yeah.
Or if you're not that type of person, you're going to like have some words with him.
Yeah.
But you will never, ever, if you are a sane person, which I know these people aren't anyway, you would never tell your daughter to go back to someone who disrespected her in that way. And in fact, you will be very proud that she left someone that disrespected her.
Yeah.
So I don't know what gives you men the right to speak to people like that when you know you wouldn't have it in that way for your mom, your sister, your daughter. Simple as.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless if you don't care, then fucking institution can't even help you.
I just don't understand why he didn't just be like, "Oh, I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
I don't understand why there was no apologies. If you heard the voice message, you would think that she was just being mean to him out of nowhere, and she just woke up one day and decided to block him.
Exactly.
Like, no, this actually happened because he cheated,
and he can't accept that because he obviously thinks that he's the prize somehow, and he's like, "You're gonna treat me like this when you treated her like that."
Yeah.
So this is the consequences of your actions, and that's it. And that's what people don't understand. If you do something wrong, there are going to be consequences, okay? And that's it.
Exactly.
So act like an adult, and you either, if you want, you can make the relationship work. Maybe some people can see past it and forgive you, maybe,
but doing that isn't gonna make her look past it.
Exactly. She's just gonna think, gosh, who did I get in bed with? Who did I even date? That's what she's gonna look at you as. So if you want to make the relationship work again, that's not how you behave. Or you let her go. That's it.
Yeah.
And men also need to realize that as well, that you may not get that relationship back after disrespecting a woman like that.
Yeah.
And not certainly after you behave that way.
Exactly.
Like, you think by sending that angry ass message, she's gonna be like, oh yeah, babe, I'm just outside, I'm coming to you now. No.
Like, why? Like, the thing is, people really find it difficult to look at the bigger picture, put themselves in other people's shoes.
That's the problem.
And I don't understand. Like, why can't you just think, what if I was her? What if I was a woman, and then found out that my man, like, lips to another? Like, how would I feel? And why don't you even put it in your shoes? If, like, yeah, like how you said the daughter example. What if it was my daughter and she came home and told me this? Like, what would I give? What advice would I give to her? What would I do now? Nah.
Just honestly, it makes no sense.
No,
it makes no sense. Men that act like that, jeez, you aren't raised right.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a musician. I didn't know. Actually, this is my first encounter of her.
Yeah, same. But I just, from what I've seen.
Good on you though. Like, good on you though.
Yeah, I told you that I saw some stuff there and they told me that she was a musician.
Yeah.
I don't know her music. I will go and now listen to it now. So.
I don't think you said why as well. Like, why this is blowing up the way it is as well.
Why?
Because people are saying it could be Ayo from Love
Oh
Island.
shoot, I forgot. Yeah, honestly, the speculation is that it's Ayo from Love Island. You said that she sticks to...
Yeah, so someone basically commented under and said, is this Ayo's voice or is this Ayo? And then she stitched it and then replayed the voice message again, and while she's doing her makeup and stuff like that, and just mocking it. And so, is that a confirmation? Is it Ayo from Love Island? Or
I mean, if it isn't, then she shouldn't have done that. But
then now that's her marketing.
Yeah, that's her feeding into the whole stuff, doing her own little PR there.
Yes, because the opposite gender.
But whoever it is, still no excuses for that behavior.
Yeah,
no excuses. I'm also hearing that it's Josh. I don't know who Josh is. I'm from Love Island as well.
Yeah, so basically Mimi is with Josh now.
Okay.
And yeah,
well,
have you been watching Love Island?
No.
Have you seen any clips?
Yeah, I've seen what Mimi is doing.
Yeah, crawling on the floor.
Disappointing. Disappointing. As pretty as she is, you're gonna behave like that for a man.
I don't mean to segue, but I actually saw something before, and basically this woman saw that she was in a restaurant, and she's seen another girl, and she was on a date, and she was waiting for her man. That girl was waiting for her man for ages. He finally arrived later, and he was just being mad disrespectful to her. So she waited until the girl went into the bathroom. She followed her in the bathroom, and she said to her, what are you doing? You're embarrassing us.
Oh, I think I saw this video.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I don't know why I forgot. But what do you think about that? Like, what do you think about that approach? The girl that she approached was really angry at her. Like, she was not happy about the way she approached her.
Yeah, honestly, but what I saw was that she said that she was only speaking like that for emphasis for the actual TikTok video that she posted, that she actually didn't say those specific words to her in the bathroom. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how I would feel if a stranger said that to me, especially in the moment. But to be honest with you, I listen to women all the time. Yeah. All the time, I just listen to them. So personally, I think if someone said that to me, I probably would start crying and be like, yeah, no, you're right. But it depends on what I'll do after. But like, I feel like I would listen to that. Yeah. Just because if she's now seeing that I'm being disrespected and she's like disappointed in me, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I think she should have. That was her that should have been her wake up call to stand up. To actually now when she comes out the bathroom to tell the guy how it is. Okay, look, you disrespected me. This, and this. Have it all laid out, and say her piece, and then see how he reacts. And then if she has to go, she can just leave.
Yeah,
you know.
Unfortunately, I have to say that like I feel like a lot of women, they may just wait for the guy. You know.
Yeah.
Disrespected or not, even if he comes in rushing in and apologizing with flowers and all that stuff, I feel like a lot of us might just end up waiting.
Yeah.
Where others are boss ass bitches and be like, after 20 minutes, they're like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't hear from you. Like, it's different if you text me and saying like you're running late and all that stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That's different.
Yeah.
But if I don't hear from you, I don't know. I feel like I might still sit there. The thing is, I might still sit there and just be like, when you call and just be like, yelling at you, telling you like, why did you do that and everything. But I don't know. I feel like for some reason I don't feel like I could stand up and go.
Oh, Jennifer, you're lovey.
You can tell we're the complete opposites here. She's very lovey-dovey. I'm not.
Yeah.
You
know what though? Like, yeah, in terms of this is disrespect though. The old me though would have stayed. But nah, I'm sorry, nah. I can't.
Yeah.
No, I'd be tired. I'll give it 2 minutes. I'll go. I'll be like, what the heck?
2 minutes now. Relax there now.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. That person could be
wasting my time.
Parking their car. Come on, people can be late about. Honestly, the grace time, like the way the restaurants say like grace time.
Okay, I'll give
of
it
like
the grace time.
Yeah, 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's there before you lose your table.
Yeah.
That's what I'll give.
Okay.
Okay. Because people like genuinely either like they're coming and they're on their way and everything, and if I'm gone after 10-15 minutes, like I could be leaving a potential husband or something, so I don't know.
Depends on the excuse.
It depends on their It depends on their excuse. If they just stuck in traffic, they got lost on the way, they didn't know where they were going, took the wrong turn, okay.
Yeah.
But if you were just like, it is what it is. I didn't leave my house on time.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
As a man, you should be able to read Google Maps.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I don't want to put him on blast.
As a man.
But anytime I'm in the car.
Leave that nigga alone.
I sorry, I'm putting him on blast. He's always taking the wrong turn. So you know what? It's very easy to actually not. Google Maps is hard sometimes.
In a couple, there has to be one strong Google Mapper.
I feel
at
like
least.
I feel like I am better. But honestly,
you're better.
And that's saying a lot, because I can send. I'm telling you, let's go to Blanchard and I'll send it to Tala.
Yes,
but we have been in some sticky situations because it took the wrong turn. Literally, like there's one time. You know what? I'm gonna say it. One time, we were going somewhere and he took the wrong turn, but the wrong turn he took was a one-way street. So, and this is still on the national roads. So. Oops. We got out of that situation. We did, all the cars, beep, beep. We got out of that situation.
So it's a one-way street, and you were going the wrong way down the one-way.
Yeah.
Wrong way down the one-way. Wow. So I hope you played that song.
I don't even know that song. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, no, honestly, he's great with reading the Google Maps.
Interesting. Interesting.
But yeah, I'm trying to be better because, I feel like as a new driver now, I feel like I should be able to at least read the maps when I'm telling somebody else. Because I'm going to be able to need to do that for myself.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting better. I mean,
especially like saying like, "I'll take the 10 exit."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm saying it in an efficient amount of time as well. Not at the last minute. So
yeah.
And I was complimented on that as well. So
look at you. Oh
yeah,
good.
Anyway, again, segue. What were we talking about again? Mimi. Yeah. I mean, we weren't really going to talk about her, but since you brought it up, did you bring it up or I brought it up? Did you bring it up? Okay, you brought it up. She's definitely embarrassing herself.
Oh, I feel bad though.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her when he was exing her, and then she was like, he kind of just exited it really quick. He finished it really quickly, and then he just stood up and he's like, let's go. Trying to like make it lighthearted.
Yeah.
She's kind of, you can tell she was shocked. She was like,
she wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. For those who don't know, she called and she told Joey to tell, what's his name again? Ayo, to tell her, oh, like, meet me at the terrace. Yeah. So she was there crawling on the terrace so that no one sees that they're gonna go on the terrace, and then he comes along, and Joey goes and tells him, and then he's like, why? And he's like, no, you have to, if she wants to talk to me, it has to be out in the public, like out here, you know. So then they went to the couches, and then she was like, oh, I just didn't want for everyone to look at us and think there's a big deal or anything happening. And then he just quickly explained, like, my eyes are on Jess and that's it, you know, like, we have to cut it off now. Okay, let's go. And then she's kind of like, oh, okay. And then he's like, oh, you okay? And then she's like, I'm so fine, like, I'm good. And you just, that was just a heartbreak. That's what it sounded like.
But what about her man Josh?
She's just, that's what she did to him. Like, he's there, but she's obviously like still thinking about her first love.
Oh, I feel like time and time again, these black women on this show, on Love Island specifically, just it's like they don't know when to stand up.
Stand up. Get up, Mimi.
They don't know when.
No.
It's getting annoying to watch. Yeah.
Very.
Like, oh, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we literally, you can't. Love Island has been on for many, 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 many years now. That we should at least know the game at this point.
Yeah.
Not to say, like, obviously, like, you guys, you do want to find a connection in there, but this is the name of the game, you know?
Yes. You know what it is? Like, when I see things like that, it makes me sweat. Like, I'm like, it's just cringe.
Yeah.
It's just cringe, man.
Like, so we need to do better on these shows. Like, we need to go on to these shows and act like bosses.
Yes. We had enough now.
Because now you can't just keep coming out as these embarrassments all the time. Like, yeah. No. On to other news. A bit I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted by this, you know.
Okay.
Well, excuse me. You know, Mariam Musa announced her pregnancy, like, what was it, 2 days ago, a couple days ago?
Yeah.
And
congrats.
Yeah, honestly, congrats to her. Like, that was just my first initial reaction to it.
Yeah, it's a baby.
Oh, okay. That was it. And then I think the next day I saw another video of someone saying, I think it was the Shade Room who put it up.
Shade Borough.
Shade Borough. Sorry, two different people. Yeah, they put up on TikTok, and in the comments were like, oh, I thought she said she didn't want to have a baby out of wedlock. I thought she was doing this whole celibacy thing. I thought she was going down the way with Christ and all that stuff. And I'm like, I honestly don't know how to feel about it. One hand, I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's happened. The baby's a blessing, you know. And she has her partner, You know, it's not like she had it with some next man that has run away to Cancun now and she can't find him. She's been with this guy for, I don't know, I actually can't remember how long, but it's been a couple of years now. So it's not like,
it's been a few years.
I don't know anything. Obviously, I wouldn't know anything personally about her, but I feel like that is who she's gonna end up with. You know?
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she's type of person to be bouncing from. You know, that doesn't seem like her. But and then the other hand, I'm like, why do these? I feel like these influencers keep doing this, where they keep using Christianity as a trend of where they're like, they talk about like, oh yeah, you know, I'm walking away with the Lord and everything. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. But at the same time, they're not able to leave that life behind. You don't understand what being a Christian is all about. You need to leave certain things behind.
Yeah. Right.
So I think it's like, if you like, everybody views Christianity differently, I would say.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't feel like I'm there to be saying, oh, you know, I go to church this week, I do this. I'm not going to be the one type of person to be like talking about it all the time, because I'm not there, no way, shape or form. I do have a relationship with God, but I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. No, it's just not me. And I feel like a lot of influencers are really good at saying that, because if I don't know if they know that it brings in a whole new audience for them. That's just my take on it. I feel like maybe don't always just announce it all the time, because these people will come back and not like judge you, but they will remind you that this is what you said. This is, do you remember you said this? You remember you said that, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just my take on it, you know?
I think coming out and saying that you're gonna be celibate, you're taking an oath already to God, and you've done that in the public eye too.
Yeah.
So you came out, you said you're gonna be celibate, and was this Sasha? Is her name Sasha?
Sasha, yeah.
Krebs baby.
Yeah.
So
she did the same thing.
She did the same thing, but we don't even know if she's in a relationship.
Don't know
right
either.
Now,
yeah, and she's on to her second kid with another father.
Yeah. So, I think, you know, at the end of the day, like, your relationship with God is personal.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to come out here and say that. So in terms of that, then yeah, they are using Christianity as a trend. If you're gonna, and the thing is as well, I think if they're gonna end up going against what their oath, basically, I think they should come out and say, you know, you guys are right, you know, I did say I'm going to be celibate. Yeah. I did end up pregnant. I have been, so that means, yeah, you have been sleeping with a man. Like, come on.
This ain't no Virgin Mary here.
No. And like, I think as well, like, yeah, just admitting to that. Admit to your fornication.
Yeah.
Your lust. Just admit to that. Come before God, and, you know, obviously ask for forgiveness and everything. And again, that's all personal. So if you literally are saying you're going to be celibate but you have a boyfriend, I don't know where he is in the journey. I don't know how you guys align in the journey together.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have spoken about the assignment you guys have together. So again, we don't know any of that. We're sure people don't even know what Mariam's boyfriend looks like. People don't know Mariam's boyfriend. Yeah. So, well, obviously people do, but a lot of people don't know. Like, she does this half picture thing. Even for the baby pictures, man. Even for the pregnancy pictures. The most we see, this is probably the most we've seen of him. Yeah. It's the back of his head taking a picture of her.
And it's like, you know what? Hats off to her, because it's been years and she's never, but all these half pictures they do up,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's honestly that's another thing that I just I never understand it. Like
Never.
it's like, you know what it is? It's like, because like I said, I mentioned this a lot. Like, we are nosy, curious beings. You're literally just doing this thing like, oh, you're never gonna. I'm like, just don't put me in.
Yes.
I don't know. Some people might feel differently about it and be like, oh, why do you care? I mean, I don't. But I just never understand it. Like, it's,
even the way how you're saying, like if you don't want to show him, just don't put him in. It's kind of like, you're all in or you're all out. Pick one. So I feel like that's the same thing with Christianity and coming out and taking an oath and saying you're gonna be celibate.
Yeah.
You're all in, do like go the whole way, actually go ahead with it, or you're all out. I don't know how, like come on, you know.
I think like it's a journey though. It is a journey.
It is a journey.
I think that's the journey part is where it needs to be personal to you, and then, you know, you figure out how you are going to get to the, you know, finish line, basically.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, we're never going to be perfect, and God knows that. So it's
but the thing is, if you want to come out as you're an influencer, like these people are literally influencers. If you want to come out and talk about Christianity, like coming on podcasts, talking about it, talking about your journey, talking about your beliefs, what you want to do now, you want to be celibate, and then the opposite thing happens. As an influencer, then use the same microphone you're using, the same videos you're posting. Come out and admit, like, oh yes, I did say this, I did stumble on my words, like, and then that way as well, your followers will know, like, they've also, maybe your followers have messed up too. Maybe they have taken oaths as well and they've messed up. Let them know that, like, you know, it's okay. Like, God still loves you. Like, God still accepts you as you are. Like, you know, you want to be an influencer and then coming out and talking about that. Use the same microphone. Like, you have a big power. Use the same videos, all TikToks and stuff that you've been posting on, and speak about that as well. Say, like, the things that you mess up on. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for anybody. Like, you know? So come out and say that too. Admit to that, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching and tuning in.
Yeah.
Again, thanks so much for gaining new followers, and the views again are staying consistent. So we really do appreciate everyone that is still tuning in and listening to us.
Yeah, really appreciate that.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. Share it to your mom, your dad, your mom's mom, your dad's dad, your mom's mom, your dad's dad, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, that guy that you say you're not like,
that you don't F with, but
you do. Share it to him too.
Yeah,
why not? Anyway, guys, it's been Black Connect. This is your co-host Jennifer
and Mel.
See you next week.
Ciao.
Bye.